Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see, I'm me alone today and I'm doing a rather emotional story time. Right? It's not because it's an emotional story time that Lando isn't here. Right? So this story time is about our miscarriage. Right? That happened in around 2019. Right, guys? Yes, 2019. So, guys, this is touchy because a lot of reasons, more than one, right? We are in the phase. I don't know if I move past it, to be honest, and just to get that out here, but hey, it's life. But, alright, so alright, I don't know where to start and how to start, but never start. Alright, so I first learned that I was pregnant the January of 2019, right? I missed my period, right? And those are common signs of pregnancy, but I wasn't thinking too much into it, right? So the Sunday when Orlando came over for dinner at my mom's house, I told him what happened and how I was feeling and stuff like that, right? So the following Sunday in carried test, the test was negative, so we had nothing to worry about, right? So my period became 1 month and odd over, right? It never come and whatever, so carry another test the other Sunday. We only at that time we only see each other on Sundays, right? So when we carried the other test, it was negative also. So now the third Sunday, I just pee on the stick and I gave it to Orlando because it was dinner time. I was hungry and I wanted to eat. So I took up my food and I gave him test and tell him after 5 minutes to go look at it. So that change of routine changed my life and changed his life, right? The moment he took up the test was positive. And I say, why you take so long? What if he said, you do not want to see this one? Right? Those were his exact words. I do not want to see this one. Right? Soon to just show me and show me, I froze. Literally froze. We never eat my food. And everybody know me I'm food. We never eat my food, we never do anything. And we start crying. We start calling because that's the person he is. And so there's nothing for me to worry about. He's always here and one step of the way. And flip side of that, he was happy. He was extremely happy. He was super happy, right? He wanted to shout, but he couldn't shout because if he shouted, everyone would know what was going on and stuff like that. But we were here for the whole time. He smiled from year to year. He smiled. He was very pleasant. He was in a good mood, right? So now, I didn't know how to tell my mom. I didn't know how to tell anyone. And at first, I didn't know what to do. If whether I should hide it from them or if whether I should just come clean and tell them because I I was 18 years old, right? I was 18 years old, and with a baby comes responsibility. I just started my second semester of college, and that was the free at that time. So I learned that I missed my period and I was pregnant, right? Changed my life in an instant. So, as I said, that was a Sunday. So the Monday, guilt nearly eat me alive So I was there with my mom as usual. She was getting my brother ready for school and I was getting ready to go to school. I walked to school, so I normally leave after she comes back or same time as her. So I was there and I really want to tell her because I know she would say nothing or nothing too tough, but I still did a worry a little in my mind. At that time, I didn't tell Arlen that I wanted to tell my mom because we planned on keeping it between ourselves. So I was there at school and we never said nothing to nobody. Everybody realized that I was being distant but didn't know how to. So Crystal one day but I have a friend named Princess. She always pick out the needle in the haystack, right? So I did a talk with her, I reason with her, I'ma tell her, right? I'm tell her what happened. I'ma tell Ashley. Basically I tell our class because we did close everybody. Close. Everybody close, right? So I told them and they were excited as well. But in that same breath, I tell them, me never know how to feel about it. If I should be happy, if I should be worrying, or only thing that left on my mind, what is my mother going to do, right? I told my mother that same Monday. She was happy, she was excited, and everything. I still didn't know how to feel, right? Didn't know. Only surprise everybody know. Me come from school, everybody greet me with it. Congratulations and stuff like that and everybody did happy, right? Everybody did happy. And so I kind of feel say there's nothing for me to worry about. There's nothing for me to be, what do I call it now, shy about because I have nothing to worry about. My family is okay with it. So I have the support that I need to go through my pregnancy. Well, knowing me, I take every stress put on myself and put on my head. Right, me I kind of think about other stuff like where we're gonna get money from to take care of baby and stuff like that. But at the time Orlando was working, but he wasn't working that much money. If you understand what I mean, right? He was taking care of me, no doubt about that. I was okay. I was spoiled, right? And we did it, and the baby was there, and we spent more time together, as in planning our future with a baby and planning our future and how am I going to go to college pregnant, right? Well, most people maybe feel bad about it, saying that we should get pregnant yet, and all of them something there. Yeah. But the majority of it, people made me feel good about it and feel confident, right? I went to school pregnant, right? So, right, moving right along. So I went to the doctor. My first doctor's appointment wasn't that bad, right? And I got to do an ultrasound, right? About 2 weeks in, right? And Orlando was there, right? I was far along, so I didn't get to see like 9 weeks and typo and nothing like that because I was at how much weeks? I don't remember, I don't quite remember, right? When I did my first ultrasound, I was going clinic for a while, right? So my first ultrasound, I got to see the baby. I suppose I have a picture, so I'll edit it in somewhere so you guys can see it as well, right? Well, Orlando froze. He saw a baby, right, that was inside of me for the first time. His first child is my first child. So both of us was excited and that was the time when I became aware that I was pregnant and he was aware that he's going to be a father. It was very emotional, bittersweet moment. We had fights about little things like who to keep the ultrasound original documents and stuff like that because it's both of us first. So there was a big bicker about that. But at the end of the day, we always find means and ways to working it out. Right? We was there, we living good, got we finally got the hang of getting through our day-to-day lives. Right? I went to live with Orlando permanently now because circumstances I had to live with him during my pregnancy, right? We were here for some time. We got along quite fine. We learned more about each other in our relationship, and to tell you the truth, guys, this is the make or break part of the relationship, right? We learned new things about each other. We learned how to cope with each other just by living with each other, right? There was even times when we had to live in separate rooms, right? And it wasn't an issue either way, right? And learning that the baby is almost here, so we have to get some funds together. Things happen when it can't explain, the money got messed up. So the clothes couldn't got bought on time, right? So time to go do my second ultrasound now, right? I went to do second ultrasound by myself, right? For every doctor date Orlando was for every ultrasound Orlando was there. There was two ultrasound, right? Orlando was there. He made the time to be there, and I have to big him up for that. He's always there. No matter what, he's always there. Right? So I was there a while because I went early because my driver had to go do something else. So I had to be dropped off early and then sat and wait on my time. I didn't have any problem. I had money to buy food and I had a comfortable place to sit. Right? So I was fine. So I was there sitting. Right? This ultrasound would have been my second one, and it would have been the one because I was a high risk patient because since I got pregnant, my blood pressure went through the roof. I was clocking like a 200 over 90, a 180 over, yes, no exaggeration, right? My blood pressure was out of the roof, right? And I had to be sent down to Jubilee to do my clinically checkup on the baby and stuff like that, right? So I was kind of worried because they said with Irish patients I would have to be delivered by a C-section. Worse, like how it's my first pregnancy, I'm kind of scared for me, see me like how me scared for myself. So I was there, and it was kind of different because when I go down a KPH it's hectic, tiresome, and a lot more people than a regular clinic, right? So the doctor said that she's not feeling the baby. So worry kind of start worry back again. She not feel the baby a move, and the baby feels small for the gestational age that it is at the moment. So I had to go do an emergency ultrasound, that's what you call it. So I had to go do it as soon as possible to get it back to him. It was a male, yes, to him. Right, I went and do the ultrasound as I was explaining, and I sat there, had a long wait, right? And the doctor finally called me in. I went in. I was there sitting for a while because he was doing both printing because he was short staffed that day, both printing and attending to patients. So I went into the doctor's office. He put me to lay down, tell me to relax because it's someone that I feel comfortable around, right? So he ensured that I'm comfortable before doing anything else, right? So while I was here laying down, I was praying, right? I don't know, and he talked to me. That's how he comes here. He talked to you about what the doctor said, right? So I told him that the doctor said he's not feeling the baby, and the baby feels a little small for the gestational age that it's supposed to be, right? And he went, sanitized, and he was put on his gloves while he was talking to me, and he began to check me. right? He was quiet, and that's one thing. If London day, I'm gonna tell you, that man is never quiet. He always have something to talk about. He was quiet, and he stopped. Then he began to check again. Then he said to me, Crystal, I don't want you to worry, but it seems like you're having a form of miscarriage. The baby had passed away, right? And me never know what to do. I froze. And sorry guys. Sorry. Well, my froze for a long while, and then he said, Crystal, I beg you, please calm down. Because at that moment I was at rage. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. But I begged a call, and I called Orlando, and I told him what happened, and he froze as well. And before I knew it, he was there to come and pick me up to carry me to Jubilee, right? Right, so he explained the procedure to me that they're going to induce labor on me, right? So the baby will come out naturally, but the thing, he won't be alive. So in inducing labor, I felt everything, nothing unturned, right? They gave me 2 pills vaginally, and the baby came out in one piece, sack and all, but I had to do a DNC because it's mandatory. Right? I didn't want to do a DNC because they explained that procedure. I didn't want to do that, right? So the baby came out. I was feeling pain from the morning devotion. They normally have devotions in the morning. I was feeling a lot of pain, but it was manageable. So I was at um 8 in the morning. They will come and have devotion. So I have devotion, and the pain was like an intense period pain. And then I said, this can go on beer. Gradually by the day progress by by 11:30. Then say I can't eat anything neither. By 11:30, pain clap. It make me want to run. It make me want to scream. It make me not want to do nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing me not want to do. The pain make me not want to do nothing. At one point, I was asking for epidural. She said that I'm supposed to wait. Something for the pain, I'm supposed to wait. I'm supposed to wait. Then it's time for me to check how much centimeters I am. I am fully dilated, so I didn't have to push. The baby came out in the second all, and it was very different. No pain. Right after the baby came out, no pain. Nothing more to complain about, nothing more to feel, right? They came, they squeezed my stomach, and said that everything came out, and I'm a lucky girl because my baby had passed away in me, but my body didn't reject the baby. Meaning I would have went through a full 9 months of pregnancy and lost my womb and lost my cervix because of a the child was inside me, and I didn't know because my body wasn't rejecting the baby. So I didn't have any signs of a miscarriage, no pain, no bleeding, no nothing. I went to do a emergency ultrasound, and that's what came out. Guys, it was a hard road after that. So we're here same way at it. We're working at it day by day. As I said before, I don't know if I had moved past it. It was very emotional then, and it's still emotional now. Right? So talking about it helps me to free myself from all of that, because one time I had blamed myself because I should have known that the baby had passed. Therapist after counselor, after this, after that, and I still think that I should have known. Right, guys? But it's life. If God wanted me to know, I would have known. Right? And we work past it. And we're here. Right, guys? So that is my sad story. Sorry to get all emotional, Panunu. So, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for listening to my video and my sad story. Stay tuned for more content like these, or hopefully more happier content. So, bye.
Watch out for this.